everyone, I hope you're having a good day today. Now today is very exciting. I'm coming a bit closer because we are combining Skin School and Product of the Week into one. This is because I'm going away this week and so I'm putting the two together. Now, this week's Product of the Week, and it has been a long time coming. This is most people's absolute favourite of the brand. It is legendary. It's won lots of awards, and the product of the week is Skin Feast. Skin Feast moisturiser. Out of everything that I've sold so far, this has been the most popular, and for good reason. But today, no gimmicks. We're getting very intense up in here because what we're going to do with the beautiful Skin Feast, we are going to compare it to, and this is a proper showdown, Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. My previous moisturiser that I made my husband get me that would make him sort of want to cry because of the price, but we'll get to that later. So we're going to compare these two products, okay? Both real pinnacles in the brand. Now, first of all, you've got to think about the intentions, okay? So the intentions of Skin Feast are it wants to hydrate, it wants to brighten, okay, and it wants to nourish. That word nourish means to add nutrition to your skin, to make your skin barrier stronger and better. Charlotte Tilbury wants to smooth, always good, brighten, hydrate, ooh, familiar, and also be anti-aging. So straight away, they both have similar intentions. We can see why these two, I'll put this one a little bit ahead, are comparable. Now, what we move on to next is the packaging. This, plain, simple. The glass jar is lovely. I would call it chic. Now this Charlotte Tilbury, I mean, it is a showstopper. Glass jar, lovely gold lid. It's very fancy. Never judge a book by its cover. But it is, I mean, you know, being honest, this is going to catch attention more on your dressing table. Charlotte Tilbury is a label, a brand. You go in all the beauty halls, you see it. People are going to think you're very trendy, very cool with your Charlotte Tilbury. Tropic is a bit more cult, a little bit more indie, a little bit more known by the beauty experts. So, we'll see there. I'm more of a gold girl, I can't lie. But I think both of them have merits in their packaging, and they're both quality packaging. Now we move on next, my favourite category, to the ingredients. Now, and this is where I might need to refer to my book. I've been trying to learn this. I ain't great. Now, Charlotte Tilbury has aloe vera in it, shea butter. It also has, I'm not looking at my book, honestly, rosehip oil, really important, water, lovely natural ingredients, but it is largely composed of chemicals. Now, some of these chemicals, now I read, a lot of people think, well, it's just going on the skin, what does it matter, you know? Well, first of all, we take care of our skins. Secondly, I read an interesting fact today, which is it takes 26 seconds for a skincare product to go through your skin and into your blood stream. So what you put on your skin is going all around your body. It's affecting every part of your body. So this is where Charlotte Tilbury gets a bit murky for me, because it contains, I need the book again, you're not seeing this. It contains some toxic nasties including, and this was the word I couldn't remember, endocrine disruptors. Now, what endocrine disruptors do is they disturb hormones. They can affect hormones. So there is a possibility they can affect things like growth, development, reproduction, all of these things that hormones regulate. So not ideal, but great at preserving your product. The other thing that the Charlotte Tilbury contains is silicone. Okay, now silicone is typically used to treat burns victims. They use it a lot. It's kind of like a sealant. So you imagine you've got a hole in your skin, you put the silicone over and it's going to seal it. Now, there's fors and against this. The big against silicone, which of course I'm going to focus on, I mean, the fors are that it makes a strong barrier. You know, there's some evidence it clogs pores. There's some evidence it stops nasties from getting into pores. It's very debatable. But for me, the two big things about silicone are it creates such a strong barrier that, say you wanted to put some elixir on after, you're going to have your Charlotte Tilbury, then your Tropic elixir or any other facial oil, there's no point because it won't get through the seal. So it will do nothing for your skin. The other point about silica is that it's hard to wash off. So that can start blocking your pores because you can't wash it off. It's hard to wash off. Doesn't do a lot for benefiting your skin nutritionally. Hard to wash off. And it's not good for the environment. It's like plastic. It goes into the sea. You can't get rid of it. So it really is not the ideal thing that you would want in skincare. It's quite a cheap ingredient. You see it in a lot of the cheaper moisturisers. It's quite surprising to see it in this product. So those are the ingredients. Now, you asked me about beloved Skin Feast. Does it have silicone in it? No. Does it have endocrine disruptors? Absolutely not. Of course not. It is all natural, like every Tropic product. It has over 20 flower and seed extracts. These include cranberry, raspberry. It has all the things that Tropic, that Charlotte Tilbury has in it. It has rosehip oil, it has aloe vera, it has shea butter, it has all those things that it has, but it doesn't, and this is why you can't buy this in the shops, because it doesn't have those things in it like endocrine disruptors that are designed to preserve the product. So they can put this could have been put in the glass 3 years ago and I could probably still use it. It's got those preservatives in. This doesn't. It's all natural. It's about 24 months is the maximum that this will last you. You know, so because it's very natural, and it has hyaluronic acid in it as well. So ingredients for me, for quality, it has to be good old Skin Feast. Now, we've talked about those things. Let's now look closely at the product. Now, because I've got my face on, in the spirit of fairness, I'm going to have a look. I'm going to do one of each of my granny hands. So, here we have the Skin Feast. As you can see, now the reason it's this colour is because of all the rosehip oil. It's literally dyed it this yellowish colour. You can see it's very watery. It absorbs easily. If I was putting it on my face, I'd be swirling in upward motion. So it absorbs into the skin with really great ease. You can't smell it, but it smells amazing. All of those flowers, it's got that floral scent to it. But the nice thing is you can buy it unscented if you have sensitive skin that may react allergically. allergically react, whatever it is. So that one has gone in nice and smooth. By the way, notice how I could portion control it. And this is one of my favourite things about this moisturiser. I could just go 1, 2, 3. That's all you do, 3 presses. Now, this is one thing that instantly I don't like that much about the Charlotte Tilbury, the fact it is in a jar, because you think to yourself, how much am I supposed to use? There's no instruction. You don't know how much to use. Are you using enough? Are you using too much? It just adds a little something. Now, the texture of this is very luxurious. It's a bit like margarine. It's very thick. So quite different, quite a lot less watery than the Tropic. Now I rub it into the skin, so it's a lot heavier, the weight of this. And as you can see, rubbing it into the skin is taking me a little bit longer, quite a bit longer. I don't know if that's my thing. I like to rush. I don't know if that makes that much of a difference to me. But there you can see, it's all rubbed in. It doesn't really smell of anything. If anything, it's got that kind of chemically like E45 Savlon smell. It certainly isn't pleasant like this. Now you look at this hand, you can see the moisture of it. You can see, even in my old ladiness, like something from Stranger Things, you can see the sheen. This one, yep, there's some sheen, but I wouldn't say that it compared to the moisturisation you're seeing here, the sheen you're seeing here. And for me, and you can't feel it, and I know I'm biased, this feels nice and soft, but this is much softer, much softer. So you've got the two there, the Charlotte Tilbury and that. The last point that I will make on this comparison is this product, for 50 millilitres of it, is £30. Okay? Charlotte Tilbury, get ready to take a breath. This is why my husband used to cry every time I said it's ran out. Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream, 50 millilitres, will set you back £78. Now, how much of that are you paying for the fancy glass bottle, for being able to say, oh, I have Charlotte Tilbury moisturiser, I do, that kind of naff status thing? I don't know, but £78 for something that's full of things like silicone and all sorts of toxic nasties, versus this, I just don't get it. So clearly the winner, it was always going to be with me as a Tropic saleswoman, but I think I've said enough and shown enough for you to see that I'm exactly right with this. Clearly the winner, I'm just waving to my window cleaner who's out there, is beloved Skin Feast. And interestingly, for the price of that Magic Cream, you could get 50 mils of this and 50 mils of beloved Skin Dream. Don't get me started, it is like the greatest thing ever made, apart from myself. So yes, hopefully that has educated you in the skin school way. Hopefully you're still awake, you've had a nice cup of tea while you've been watching me blather on. But hopefully you're understanding why it's the product of the week, and you're understanding what makes Tropic so great with these visual results. This softness, not so much, not so much. All right, everyone, have a really wonderful day. And if you have listened to all of this, then I thank you. And please have a look at the gifts and things in my shop. I love my customers and I want some more. Bye guys.